Hello and welcome to the Crown Princess Cruise to New Zealand for 2 weeks from February to March 2026. Let me show you around the cabin and the ship, and maybe I can give you a few helpful hints and tips. A little bit of a breezy day at the Brisbane International Cruise Terminal, and there's a big queue over there, so we thought we'd just come here instead. And welcome to Riviera Deck room R628. It is a balcony cabin. I'll show you around a wee bit. The automatic light will come on overhead here. It's about the only thing I don't love about this room actually. When you go to the toilet in the night you don't really want the light to come on, but apart from that it's a fantastic room. Loads of room for storage. Loads of room in here too. And safe obviously. More room up there. Not all of my clothes are there, some are in my laundry bag. Laundry room is also free, as is the powder and the dryer if you want to use it. I did bring this washing line, which I have used. There is also a washing line in here. That's my swimmers. A lot of people don't like the curtains, but I quite like them because it gives you extra space. We've got the towels from the pool because they're a bit bigger. Plenty of room, as you can see, for all your wee bits and pieces. And then turn the light out, have a wee wander through the room. There's a lot of mirrors in this room, which I'm trying to avoid. We opted for the twin beds this time, you know, rather than the double, mainly because I found that I slide into the middle, because a double bed in a cruise ship is not really a double bed, it's two beds zipped together. These are very, very comfortable quilts and sheets. I've been on other cruises where I didn't find them as comfortable. Plenty of lights. There is another light here too for up above, which is quite good when you're doing your makeup. That was my birthday the other day. I find these really useful. That was an idea we got from Rob and Ali. They do a cruise and travel vlog, and yeah, I find those really, really useful, and I use them as well for my jewellery on the other side, as you can see. There's a hairdryer, there's your phone if you need anything from reception. Service with a smile. I dialed down to guest services and asked them about the laundry room, which is free. You don't need tokens, and I asked them about powder and they've just dropped me off 2 packets, and that was about half an hour ago, so yeah, really happy with that. Let me tell you about the pendant. So each of you gets a pendant and it unlocks the door for you, but it also does other things. You can have food delivered to pretty much anywhere on the ship, food or drink. Works about 98% of the time. A couple of times once it just failed to deliver altogether, but generally it's very good. It can be a little bit slow when it gets busy. They do give you this lanyard, but I would recommend you get yourself one of these just off Amazon. They're not expensive, and the first day I was here there was a lady in a lift talking about how she'd already lost her pendant twice because it came off of her lanyard twice, and they are waterproof so you can go swimming in them too. They're great wee things, and it's really genuinely a bit luxurious having food and drink delivered to your room or to wherever you're sitting on the ship. It's a lot of fun. One useful feature was that you could change your room status on your television, so you didn't have to leave anything hanging on your doorknob to let them know if you wanted your room to be made up or if you wanted privacy. You can also change your status here. She says, hopefully. There we go. So you can have service stateroom or privacy please, using this panel as well. Right, let's have a wee wander around the ship. This was the Deck 15 Sail Away party on the first day. The energy was tremendous and the dancing was fabulous and the noise was loud, so I'm just doing a voiceover. It's easier to do voiceovers for some of these videos. This is the same deck, different day. You can find ice cream, coffee and the Salty Dog Grill here. As with most Lido decks, it was just a nice place to be. It had pools, it had spas and it had snacks, and the ice cream was free and very, very nice. Now, the buffet food for dinner time was pretty good. I personally think it was better than the Carnival Luminosa, but not as good as the Quantum of the Seas. If you've been on those ships, that might mean something to you. However, if you have dietary requirements, I don't want to sound like Debbie Downer, but I couldn't find gluten-free food. There was some gluten-free bread and some gluten-free desserts, but there wasn't marked gluten-free meals in the buffet or in any of the standard restaurants. There was in the specialty restaurant in the Crown Grill. Anyway, maybe that's not a big deal to you. I just thought I'd mention it. But yeah, the breakfast buffet, however, was a bit samey. It was the same food over the fortnight as far as I could tell. But the evening, or dinner time rather, and evening buffets, yeah, they were different every day. I certainly didn't starve. Managed to gain 1 kilo while I was away, but that was mostly Coca-Cola and ice cream, if I'm being honest. Having a wee wander round the seating area was always very clean, very well maintained. The staff were wonderful, and yeah, it was a nice place to sit to if you just fancied a wee bit of quiet in between dining times. This pool and bar area sits right at the back of the ship and was one of my favourite spots to sit in. It was particularly lovely in the evenings. If you climb those stairs we just walked past, you can get up to level 16 and look down at the area we were just sitting in. You can also sneak into the back of Sabatini's restaurant and the Adagio bar. Yeah, don't really know if you're supposed to, but I did anyway. I wasn't sure. And this is us coming into the back of Sabatini's specialty restaurant. It's an Italian restaurant. I didn't eat here because I don't mind Italian food, but I didn't really want to pay extra for it. It did look really beautiful though, and it's just next door to the Adagio. And that's us coming in from the front rather than sneaking into the back. And coming around the corner into the Adagio. This was during the day, so it was lovely and quiet, a lovely place to sit and sip a coffee and read a book if you felt like it.
Deck
Now, if you stay on deck 16, but you go all the way to the front of the ship, you will come to the spa area, the hairdressing salon. I had a lovely massage in the spa area, and you will go past the pools that sit just below the sanctuary, just there on your left. The sanctuary is a premium area, and we'll talk more about that in a minute. We're just walking into the gym here now. And apparently the gym gear was Nautilus gym gear with techno cardio. I don't know much about these things, but I'll take my husband's word for it. View. Quite a good size gym. Let's go and have a wee look at the two whirlpools and the pool that is just in front of the spa and just underneath the sanctuary. The sanctuary is a premium area for adults only. We had a plus package, not premium, so we didn't go in there. But right ahead of you, in front of you there is the sanctuary, and underneath there is the gym and the spa and the pools that we just walked past. Okay, let's head down into the heart of the ship. This is level 5. It calls itself the Piazza, maybe the Atrium, and that shop gives out free mimosas, which can be deadly if you've got your credit card with you. Now, walking around the Piazza, there's usually music, or quite often music playing in there, duos and so on. They're quite nice and peaceful. We found a nice little area up the corner here that we enjoyed sitting and listening and looking out quietly. And coming back out of here, if you were to walk right round the piazza here, on the left, I'll just swing the camera back around in a second, is the International Cafe. I think that's open all day, selling coffee and cakes, but nothing gluten-free. And now we're in the art auction area. I always enjoy walking through the art auction area. I can't imagine ever actually buying art on a ship. It would have to be pretty extraordinary for me to want to pay the markup and pay to have it delivered. But obviously some people do. And for those of us who aren't there to buy, it's just a lovely place to walk through. I really enjoy looking at other people's talents, to be honest. It's a lot bigger than I'm showing you here. There's actually quite a large area here. Okay, let's hop up one level to level 6. We're looking down into the area we were just walking around. The Crown Princess is a beautiful ship. She is older, but then so am I. I turned 58 on this cruise. I wish I was nearly as well maintained and classic as she is. I've heard people say that she's a bit tired. That's just not true. She is older, but she's in lovely condition. She's a beautiful ship. I really enjoyed my time here. Both decks 6 and 7 have a few shops where you can buy things like chocolate, paracetamol, duty-free alcohol. I bought the hat that you might have seen in my video. On level 6 is also the entrance to Gatsby's, which is the casino. I'm not a big gambler, but I did do my one shot at the pokie machine. And as you can see, it's your pretty standard casino. It's not particularly big, it's not particularly small, it's just perfectly nice. If you like casinos, I'm sure you'll be happy with Gatsby's. On a side note, we actually sat in here on disembarkation day to get ourselves away from the people who were queuing up. And it was actually very well done. Disembarkation was very calm, smooth, and it went pretty quickly, which was fantastic.
7.
And as the lift told you, we are now on deck 7. And there are shops here too, having a quick walk round. You could certainly find things to spend money on if you had the urge to splurge. And let's head back out towards O'Malley's. Deck 7 had several pubs and it also had the theatre. So it was actually one of my favourite decks. It was a lot of fun. This is O'Malley's. It was always a bit cold in here. And you know, I'm originally from Scotland, so I don't usually mind the cold. But maybe it was just because of the time of year. You could get food in here from 5:30 onwards. My husband assured me it was delicious. They had live music here, different times of the day. Some of it was quite good. And if you walk through the back, you will find yourself at the left-hand door of the Princess Theatre. You can also get out to the promenade deck from here. The promenade wraps around the ship and you can walk all the way around. It's a very nice place for an amble. And here we are on the right-hand entrance to the Princess Theatre. We watched a couple of fun shows in here. There was a man called Johnny Balance, I think that was his name. He was a magician / entertainer and he was very good, really funny. It's quite a comfortable little theatre. The seats aren't all that big, but then maybe my posterior's just gotten a bit bigger. There is a wheelchair ramp just on the right here as well. And this is the left-hand entrance that we're coming up to, where we just came out of the back of O'Malley's. Only this time we're going to go and have a wee look at the promenade. It's a lovely walk, very pleasant. Got quite chilly at various times because we were going to New Zealand. Thoroughly enjoyed my time out on the promenade deck. Now if you walk back through O'Malley's, back out to the main atrium area, you'll find yourself at Crooners as well. Crooners is another pub and they also had live music. One chap could play the piano, the saxophone and the guitar, and he could sing. He was very good. The waiters in here, the staff in here were excellent, as were their cocktails. We're not big drinkers, but we had the plus package, so I did try a few cocktails on our cruise. And round the back here is the entrance to the Explorers Lounge, which is another one of the fun places on level 7. So you can toddle into the back entrance from here, and if you hang on a wee minute, I'll take you round the front. Still on level 7 on the main drag this time. This is the front entrance to the Explorers Lounge. I think this was on our first day. We were having a look around. It's a lovely place. They did a lot of quizzes and trivia and that sort of thing. So yeah, deck 7 was a lot of fun. It had several pubs, a club and the theatre. One of the clubs was Club Fusion, where we watched a comedian one night, and I also ventured into the silent disco. I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And coming back down the main drag on deck 7 from that end again, I think, from that end again, we are about to walk past the Crown Grill, which is a specialty restaurant and where I had the best steak I've ever had, worth every cent. And I had my birthday dinner here too, surrounded by singing waiters. Okay, jumping all the way up to deck 18. This is Skywalker's nightclub, was a lovely spot to sit in, very peaceful. We actually didn't come here at night when it was a disco because they did have a club most nights. I think they had 80s and 90s music. I kept meaning to, but by 10:30 we were lying in bed. Anyway, it's a lovely place to sit during the day. And at night, I have seen stock footage where the floor all lights up in coloured squares. This was my favourite corner over here, just to sit and look at the blue sky and the blue sea sailing past. And on the left there, out the window, you can get a sneaky peek of my favourite whirlpool, which takes us down to level 17, which is mostly kids club, but there is also an exit onto the deck. That lets you get out. There's toilets here to get changed if you need to. Get changed into your swimmers, because there's a little sneaky spa out here. Gorgeous, isn't it? So this was a heated spa pool, whirlpool, bubbler, whatever you want to call it. There was another small pool here which was much deeper, but it wasn't heated and it was just a pool. This was my favourite. We came up here quite a few times. And just looking out at the ocean from deck 17. Very peaceful. And as we sail back into Brisbane, we sadly come to the end of our 2-week jaunt in New Zealand. It was a wonderful holiday. Party's over, it's time to call it a day. We've arrived back in Brisbane. It was, overall, a fantastic cruise. If you watched along and have any questions, feel free to ask. Thank you for sticking with my very amateur efforts, which I assure you will improve as I get more used to the camera. I will put up a video of our highlights of the places we visited in New Zealand. And allow me to treat you to a sneak peek of the Fiordland National Park that we went through on our way back to Queensland. And that's all for now. Thanks for dropping by, and haste you back.